Oh yeah, you're dealing with the cream of the crop. You're dealing with the macho man. Yeah. But realistically, we're here with the nonsense again. I thought we left this back in 2023 or maybe 2022. I forgot because it was just literally a blur. And I thought we left this in the past back with Fat Joe, back with Busta Rhymes and a lot of other characters that wanted to start speaking. You even had Asians coming up. You even had Italians coming up and trying to state that, oh yeah, they got a stake in hip hop. They built this just like everybody else and yada, yada, yada. So again, I feel the need that I have to put together another video. And again, this is something that I covered before, actually, and I have to seemingly cover this again. So we're going to take a look at the responses that some of the people here have to state in their stance directly on hip hop, them being a guest, and how it is that they feel that they are being represented. And then we're going to go and dive into the words of other people that have been here.
Racial stuff going on with the Kendrick Lamar, They Not Like Us, because he did a big, the concert, and there wasn't really no Latinos there, but there was Jeezy. Now, afterwards, they kicked it with Lefty Gunplay. Lefty Gunplay went and kicked it with a bunch of them. And I seen a couple other Latino artists, they kicked it with them as well. But what I do want to say is a lot of people leave this out, and they think that hip-hop and rap was just created 100% by blacks. That is not true. Hip-hop and rap was created 50-50 with Latinos and blacks. Look it up. Look up the information and look it up, okay? One of the first rap groups ever had a Latino in it. DJ Disco Wiz was Latino, and he was part of the first rap groups, okay? African Bambaataa, the Zulu Nation, yeah. It was blacks and Latinos that was in the Zulu Nation. Goofies. The Bronx is mostly Latinos and blacks. They came together collectively and they created hip-hop, okay? You can look it up online. All of the people from back then, all the people that created hip-hop, they literally will tell you, Latinos was right there with us when we created hip-hop and rap. So there is no, Latinos are rapping, they need to stop rapping and this and that. No, we created it just like y'all created it. We was right there, 50-50.
Going forward, being told that Mexicans are a guest in hip-hop, giving my whole life to rap music. And I'll be damned if someone comes out here and tells me I'm a guest because of my skin tone, when I know for a fact I've done more.
So I made a previous video talking about how Latinos created hip-hop with blacks 50-50, okay? And I got a lot of backlash. A lot of people kind of saying that, it's false and blah, 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 blah. So this video, I'm coming with facts. And also I want to say, I'm not here to argue about Juneteenth and the Kendrick Lamar situation, okay? I'm not here to argue about Juneteenth. I am here just strictly talking about the origins of hip-hop and how Latinos was there 50-50 with African Americans, okay? Now, I do want to say this. There is a few Mexico cities that actually celebrate Juneteenth, because if you didn't know, there was actually slavery in Mexico, you know what I'm saying? But hey, let's go in a little deep. But also, here's the facts. And put your foot in the mouth if you said I wasn't right.
I remember looking at some of them movies. It was Latinos there. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay. I'm from the Bronx. I can tell you in 100% certainty that there was Latinos there right with black African Americans. 100%.
Just some people are ignorant. That's all. If you never heard that, it's hard to accept that.
A few years back. Well, let me clear some shit up for you right about now. Some of the first Latinos in hip-hop were down with me. Disco Wiz, Charlie Chase, Joe Conzo, the man who took hip-hop's baby pictures, Prince Whip a Whip, okay? All Latinos, all part of my crew. Okay, so there's no way that I could talk about there not being a Latino presence in the culture of hip hop. Now, I've stuck my foot in my mouth a couple of times on Vlad interviews, and they probably caught an off, you know what I mean, comment or something like that. But let me clear that up. For all my brothers, my Latino brothers and sisters in hip hop, I've been an advocate since day one. So knock the bullshit off. Peace.
Some Latino scholar should do a book on this. When hip hop first started, it was blacks.
So again, just to reiterate, we're hearing how they feel left out, how they feel that they can lay a claim or a stake in what it is that Black Americans have created and directly contributed to. They have a little bit of loose information directly out there, no problem, in order to substantiate their point. Don't have a problem with that. If you see that you do have a stake, no problem. Claim that, right? But at least put all of the information directly out there, and not just a little bit or a whiff of whatever a scent of that would be. So now, this is the most that you're going to hear me talk. I'm going to allow the rest of the video to speak. I will just like to say thank you guys for the support. And if you would like to or care to, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button as well if you like the content that is here.
Peace. It's your boy, Grandmaster Kaz. Now, I've recently heard some controversy going around on Twitter about a comment I made in a Vlad interview a few years back. Well, let me clear some shit up for you right about now. Some of the first Latinos in hip-hop were down with me. Disco Wiz, Charlie Chase, Joe Conzo, the man who took hip-hop's baby pictures, Prince Whipper Whip, okay? All Latinos, all part of my crew, okay? So there's no way that I could talk about there not being a Latino presence in the culture of hip-hop. Now, I've stuck my foot in my mouth a couple of times on Vlad interviews, and they probably caught an off, you know what I mean, comment or something like that. But let me clear that up. For all my brothers, my Latino brothers and sisters in hip hop, I've been an advocate since day one. So knock the bullshit off. Peace.
Not only did you do that, they got your ass on camera.
Niggas ain't got me on no fucking camera.
This is the clearest video I've ever seen. This is the most HD shit ever. This is 4K! How did they get you in 4K?
That ain't me.
It was a gradual thing as far as Puerto Ricans getting involved into hip hop. Puerto Rico was playing congas and timbales in the park while we was playing turntables. All right, so they are guests in the hip hop.
Lord Jesus.
Yes, just come on, brothers, if you want to hear a story about that preacher and the bear. Gather round, boys, I don't want you to miss none of this here story, cause it goes like this. A preacher, he went out to hunting. It was on one Sunday morning. Though he was one Christian young man, but he took his gun along. Well, the first thing he shot was a bunch of fine quails, and he shot him a nice fat hare. Then through the woods on his way back home, he met a great big grizzly bear. Then the Reverend fell down upon his knees. He sent up a great long prayer. Why?
Puerto Ricans and blacks created hip-hop. So Kool Herc still gets his credit as being the one who spearheaded the birth of the culture. But when I say it was created by Puerto Ricans and blacks, it's because Kool Herc can create breakdancing.
Another one.
What the band done stood us up.
No jive and no jumping. Well, I guess this calls for something.
still does not negate the history of the culture
the
and the history of how it
Latinos and
started.
blacks created hip hop. If you go to Wild Style, the first hip hop movie, you will see the Cold Crush brothers. Their DJ was Charlie Chase, Puerto Rican. And you'll go to the battle that they had with Romantic, which is the first Puerto Rican MC. Ruby D was in there with the Fantastic Romantic. You cannot eliminate the Latinos' contribution to hip hop.
Being white, blue eyes, and Cuban. The white and the blue eyes played to my advantage because it allowed me to get in with guards down. He's too hip-hop for Latin, he's too English, he's too Spanish, he's too white, he's too this, he's too that.
Yes. You know, when I say this shit spike, I got green eyes and I'm white. They look at me like I'm fucking crazy.
Yes.
You know, when I say this shit spike, I got green eyes and I'm white. They look at me like I'm fucking crazy.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Comes to Latino MCs, there's none bigger. Now who's gonna tell me that I can't say nigga?
I said to myself, I'm never gonna get my foot in the door as Carlos Mendez because this is hip hop. You know, you got Flash, you got Theodore, you got all these cats and they're all black. You know, I like playing this music, but I'm in Spanish. I'm not gonna be accepted if I go out there as DJ Carlos Mendez. Just the name alone is gonna make you not wanna come in the door.
And then the Hispanics were telling me, what the hell are you doing, man? What are you doing playing that Jungle Bunny music?
You are wrong. All of you are wrong.
Music is African. Brazilian music,
all of it.
Dominican music, Spanish drums, all the music is African music. So, you know, you getting on the Afro beat now. I've been in Africa. They've been doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? It ain't new. All the music is African.
Now everybody is seeing what I have seen for the last couple years. I'm not a player, I just crush a lot.
One of the lines that made this song so famous is when I go Boricua, Morena, and what Boricua means Puerto Rican and black woman. That's like my love to the music, you know? My love to the, thank you to the black people for accepting Boricua. Thank you to the black people for accepting Boricua. Thank you to the black people for accepting Boricua.
We're the multicultural because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They shit is all our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes the U.S. whatever you want to call it. We still don't know what that culture is for the U.S., but it's a mix-up of all of our cultures. And in the urban community, you know, the Latino and the West Indian has the greatest influence, and we've always had, and we'll always will.
Oh, Lord.
As a college student.
Come on, you know this song.
I learned it in speech. The greatest orators of all time use crowd response.
Somebody scream! Breakdown!
Rising rappers like Curtis Blow may be the newest stars of pop music, but the origins of rap date back hundreds of years.
Bring it up, breakdown!
Went out on the front porch walking around. Stories in rhyme have traditionally been common among the black poor in the Deep South.
Face, comb his head, next thing he want to do, slip in my bed.
In the interaction between black preacher and congregation lies the roots of the call and response form of most rap songs. The scat singing of the jazz greats comes from the same tradition, as does the verbal virtuosity of musical giants like James Brown. Rap's Caribbean counterpart can be found in the reggae rhythms and rhymes of Jamaica.
People, what we need to do is to understand each other.
The art of rapping was brought to the radio in the 1950s by disc jockeys like Jocko Henderson.
We used to say things like, E to the yock. Ho, this is Jock and the back on the scene with the record machine saying goop bop do. How do you do?
The boastful poetry of Muhammad Ali is in the rap tradition.
Ali swings to the left, Ali swings to the right. Look at the kid carry the fight.
As was the civil rights rhetoric of the appropriately named black leader H. Rap Brown.
Because if America don't come round...
What do you think of music around today, especially things like hip-hop and Run DMC and the Beastie Boys?
Well, those are poor copies, well, not say poor copies, but they're copies of what they thought I was doing in the 60s, like Let the Brother Rap.
To me, the brother got the rap.
What they're started doing this things I did years ago.
Do the front, you do the freak bank, and do the bump, and when the sucker MCs try to prove a point with Trevor's trio, or with the serious joint.
But see, rap music is kind of a variation. I mean, kind of it's like the end of a James Brown song, what we would do at the very end.
I got a woman who knows just good God, I got a woman who just won't quit She won't stop loving, but just a little bit She's fine and fine, that's my kind.